Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am going to do a comparison video for you. I'm going to compare the brand new MIU, brand new from Belle Tress, to 5 other styles. 3 are going to be compared to Belle Tress styles and 2 to Raquel Welch. One of the questions that I have received the most often since I reviewed this style was, well, but it's so expensive, Marlene. That price point is way out of my price range. And how similar is it to this style, or how similar is it to that style? So we're going to dive into all of those questions right now. Before getting started, I do want to mention that MIU was originally sent to me from Shirley's wig shop. She sent it to me so I could review it, and I did. I will leave the link to MIU listed down below for you in the description box. I do have reviews on all the wigs that I am going to show you, so this is not a review. I'm just doing a comparison for you. I am not getting any additional payment for this video. This is just entirely on mine. Once a retailer sends me a wig, or sends a content creator a wig, the wigs are ours after we do the initial review. So this wig is mine, and I wanted to compare it to some other styles. Just wanted to let you all know. All right, MIU. As I mentioned, this has the highest price point. At the time of this recording, it runs approximately $425 after the retailer discounts about 30%. So just something to keep in mind. The measurements on MIU, which I think is one of the important factors here, is that it's 13 inches all around. We don't have any layers on it. Now, all of these LUX Collection, they're all hand-tied caps, full mono tops, ear-to-ear lace front. I'm not sure why the price point is a bit higher on the LUX Collection. It could be because they're new. It could also be because of the way it's tied and due to how the fibers are tied into the cap. What I will tell you that always whenever we have a fully hand-tied cap, we have a full mono top, we have ear-to-ear lace front, we're always going to have a higher price point. That is going to be really the features that are going to really raise the price on a wig. It's like anything else. If we compare it to an automobile, for example, the more extras we add to it, the higher the price is going to be. And it works the same way with just about anything. And in the case with wigs, it's the cap construction that is going to be one of the major factors. So if you're getting a basic cap, it's going to perhaps run around $100 with no lace front, no monofilament, no hand tied. If they're machine made, it's going to be a lot less expensive than something like this, where it's hand tied and where you have that full monofilament top, which gives you the illusion of scalp regardless of where you part it. We have an extended lace front, which gives it a really natural hairline. Those are some of the things to keep in mind. When we have a hand-tied cap, we also don't have any permatease. Some have a little bit higher density or more fibers than others, but we don't have any permatease. So that's something to keep in mind. Also with the hand-tied cap, we're also going to have a very comfortable cap. If you have hair loss, if you have a sensitive scalp, maybe the hand-tied cap is the way for you to go. All right, so as I mentioned, and I will be doing side-by-sides for you. The MIU is 13 inches all around. And the first one I want to compare it to is going to be Delona 16 hand tied. Delona 16 is going to be a little bit longer than MIU because MIU is 13 inches. Delona 16 is 3 inches longer at 16 inches. However, the cap construction is going to be almost identical. The price point on Delona 16 after the 30% off at the time of this recording is approximately $372. So we do have a difference of about $50 or so between Delona 16 and MIU. So let's take a look at the cap, because the caps are going to be almost identical. As you can see, we have that we have that ear to ear lace front. We have a full mono top. We have the polyurethane on the ear tab, pull type adjusters, and we have a non-extended nape, and we have that hand tied cap. They're all going to fit they fit about the same. All right, and this is Delona 16 hand tied. Now the hand tied cap and the non-hand tied cap, the weft cap, are going to have exactly the same measurements. On Delona 16, you are going to have some layering between 10 and 14 inches on the sides and the front. Then on the back is where we're going to have the 16 inches. The non-hand tied version of Delona 16 is $247, approximately $250. So there is a considerable difference there. So how do you choose between MIU and Delona 16? Well, if you want it a little bit longer, then MIU is the way to go. Delona 16 is the way to go. And also color and your budget have to do with it. The colors that are available on MIU are not available on Delona 16. The next one that I wanted to compare it to is with Colante, not the Colante 16, the original Colante, and this is hand tied. So it's going to have the same cap as we find on MIU and the same cap that we find on this hand tied Delona 16. Same exact cap. And by the way, this is in brown sugar sweet cream, and the Colante that I'm going to show you is also in brown sugar sweet cream. And the MIU that I have is in a burnt biscuit blonde R. The price of Colante hand tied is, at the time of this recording, is approximately $350. So it's, once again, it's right around the same price range. I would say it's about $75, right around there, from MIU, and a little bit, about $25 or so less than Delona 16. With the regular Colante, the one that doesn't have the hand-tied cap, is approximately $211. So now we're going into a lower price point because of the machine wefted cap. But as far as the style is concerned, we have lots of layering on Colante that we don't have on MIU. We have 7 inches to 12.5 inches, where on MIU it's going to be 13 inches all around. So here are all your layers. If you wanted, some of us love the layering and some of us don't. So if you wanted a little bit more layering, the overall length is going to be just a difference of about ½ an inch, because MIU has 13 inches and Colante has 12.5 inches. So the styles are very, very close. As far as I can see, the caps are going to be exactly the same. The difference is going to be on the layering, and of course on the price point. You're going to save a little bit more. So how to choose? It all depends. It depends on your budget, and it depends on the colors. That's really important, because the colors available on MIU are not available on Colante. But the next one that I'm going to show you doesn't have a hand-tied cap. This is Colombia, and Colombia runs around $215 after the discount at the time of this recording, but we have very close to the same measurement. So if you wanted to save about $200 and you like Colombia, this may be the way to go. This one that I have is in Cookies and Cream Blonde. So the color has a lot to do with it. The other thing is that in the machine-made caps by Belle Tress, you're not going to have a full mono top. You're going to have a left part. So that is something to take into consideration. Here is Colombia's cap. We have a left part. We have, instead of having an ear-to-ear lace front, we're going to have a temple-to-temple. We don't have the polyurethane on the ear tabs, and we have a partially extended nape. This is going to be big, and we have the weft cap. This is going to be the same cap that you're going to find on the machine-made Delona 16, and also the same as we're going to find on the Collante that is machine-made. Colombia has about 10 inches on the side, so a little bit shorter than we find on MIU. We do have some layering, not as much as we find on Collante, just a little bit less of the layering, and the back is 14 inches, so a little bit longer than what we find on MIU. Now we're going to go to Wavy Day from Raquel Welch. And Wavy Day runs approximately $280 after the 30% discount. Mine is in the color shaded cappuccino. The measurements on Wavy Day are going to be similar to what we find on MIU. Now Wavy Day has a fully hand-tied, a full monofilament top as we find on MIU. It also has a ear-to-ear lace front, the same as we find on MIU. However, we don't have the polyurethane on the ear tab. We do have an extended nape, which we don't find on MIU, and we have the Memory 3 cap, so we don't have a hand-tied cap. And this is Wavy Day by Raquel Welch in the color shaded cappuccino. With Wavy Day, we have a bang of 11.5 inches, while on MIU we have 13 inches. So we don't have any layering on Wavy Day, as we don't have on MIU. And the crown on Wavy Day is 12.5 inches, where on MIU we have 13 inches. So your measurements are going to be very similar. The price, I believe, I'm not sure if I said, it's right around $275 at the time of this recording, and after the 30% discount that some retailers offer. Okay, the next one that we're going to take a look at is Simmer. Simmer is available in the Elite, which is going to have the fully hand-tied cap, and it runs approximately $330 after the 30% discount. And on the Elite, we're going to have the same features that we have on MIU. I don't have the Elite, I have the regular. On the regular machine-made cap, we have a temple, an ear-to-ear lace front. We do have a full mono top, ear tabs, and we do have an extended nape, and we have the weft cap. And here is my Simmer in the color shaded hazelnut. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. Simmer Elite runs right around $330 at the time of this recording, after the 30% discount that some manufacturers offer, that some retailers offer. I apologize. And the regular Simmer runs around $280 at the time of this recording, after the 30% discount that some retailers offer. With Simmer, we're going to have almost the same exact measurements as we find on MIU. MIU has 13 inches and Simmer has 11.5 inches on the front. Like MIU, we're not going to have much layering. Well, it has a few pieces here that are layered, but it's not an awful lot. The back is going to be 10.5 inches, where on MIU you're going to have 13 inches. So slightly shorter than we find on MIU, but basically the same style. All of these that I compared to MIU are all heat-friendly fibers, because they are two that are from Raquel Welch. and the 3 from Belle Tress. I apologize, I don't have any wigs in my collection that are not heat friendly and that have a similar style. But if you know of one, please leave it down in the comments because it will help the other viewers. If you have one that is not heat friendly and you want to share it with the others, it would be really helpful, and it'll also be helpful to me. I went through my collection and I couldn't find anything. Overall, I think that really the way to decide is on your budget, your color preference, if you want a little bit more layering, if you're fine with a heat with a machine made cap, or if you prefer the hand tied cap. Those are some things to take into consideration when you're if you're trying to decide between Miu and one of any of these. I hope this video was helpful and informative. Let me know which one is your favorite. Do you rather save the money, or do you say, no, I want to go with the hand-tied cap, that's the only kind that I wear? And there are many wearers that will say that. It really just depends on us. There's no right or wrong. You know, we all have our own preferences and our own choices, but I would love to know which is your favorite. I hope that everyone is having a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye.